So today on this video, we will be practicing the Cornell note-taking technique. So I have sent this picture on our GC as your reference, and then I have also sent this particular note-taking sample. So we will try to help you perform actual note-taking techniques. Okay, let's start. So I have copied the information on the general notes or sample. This is the general sample for note taking. On the left, you'll write keywords and questions. And then to the right, on the left, keywords and questions. To the right, yung mga notes or bullet points or thoughts related to that keyword. You need to skip lines because dapat magkatapat yung keywords or main ideas dun sa kanan na notes. And then at the end, you will write your summary of what you learned from all those information that you have made notes for. In the middle, you'll have the title, and then to the right, you'll input the dates, the subject, and the period or the date for that particular lecture or lecture duration. If you are going to submit the Cornell note taking activity, which is a performance task, you can write your member's name to the left of the Cornell notes. Okay, so let's try to take a look at a more detailed explanation. So you'll have the main idea here and then the keywords, important dates and places, repeated or stressed information. If an information is repeated, ibig sabihin, it's important. That's why you need to take note of it. Another is you have to write your ideas, or brainstorm the information written on the board discussed by the teacher or the professor. And sometimes they also use overhead projectors. So from these resources, you'll get information like they will present textbook content or stories. Now, you are not limited to text. You can also use diagrams and pictures. So, pwede mag-drawing, magsulat ng formula. So, it's not very restrictive. Ang notes ba, sinusulat na katulad nito, na text or typewritten? As much as possible, it should be written because it's your personalized information or understanding of the ideas presented in a lecture or something that you need to learn. Now, let's proceed. So I have copied the same information here. By the way, should you need to um, have a reference video, feel free to watch this video. I sent the link on your GC that you can click. It looks like this. So once you click this link, you'll have access to this video of a woman demonstrating the contents of Cornell notes and explaining how to go about it. Now, let's proceed with the demonstration. So here are the contents of the Cornell notes. I have given you um, for EPP HE classes, I gave you one, two, three, four pictures from your lecture in bread and pastry. So let's do an example for this one. So of course, we don't know the title of it. Temporarily, you can put bread and pastry, or you can write BPP. Now, to the right, you will write the date of your submission, which is on Thursday, September 12th, 2024. And then you will write the subject, of course, EPP, and then the duration or the period, which is quarter one, week 7. Now, after this, you will write the main ideas to the left and keywords to the right. Let me just um, set them aside. So these are the pointers that you need to know. You don't have to write them on the actual Cornell notes. Guide lang siya para you know what you need to write on the left and on the right. So it says skip lines. So let's do that. Now, let's check on the first picture. It says it's not easy to prepare products. Everyone needs mastery of the process in baking. Bakery products include bread, roll, cookies, pies, muffins, which are usually prepared from flour and cooked by dry heat process, which we call baking. Or yes. Now, in this particular paragraph, not any everything, excuse me, not everything should be written. So, on the first paragraph, we learned that it's about this paragraph is about baking. Sabi niya, called baking. May definition, di ba? So, isusulat mo yung basic idea ng baking. It's a keyword, baking. Now, what is baking? You then write the ideas of what baking is here. Sabi niya, uh, cooked, uh, it's the process of like cooking with dry heat. So, yung dry heat, important. So, we will put because it's important, like it's a definition, dry heat process. And then yung products, importante din. You have like breads, rolls, asa na? Rolls, cookies, pies, and muffins. Yun yung products niya. So you will write it here. It's a product. Then, um, another important information is sabi niya, nowadays there are wide varieties of bakery products with the vast of competitors of bakeries, bake shops, and baking entrepreneurs that produce breads. Customers will still choose and patronize a good quality baked product. Quality of breads depends on the kind of dough and mixing techniques used. So, ito naman yung important information dito. Para maka-customer ka, gusto mo makabenta ng maayos na bread, you have to have good quality bread. So, you will write yung quality, yung word na quality. Saan nakatipend? So, you have to explain what is the quality dependent on yung klase ng dough type. It says here, a good quality of bread depends on the kind of dough and mixing technique. So, dough type and mixing technique. You now know that the quality depends on these two things. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. It says kinds of dough in baking bread. So, kinds of dough in baking bread. So, we will write two, uh, because there will be two. The first one is lean, two, uh, two kinds of dough, two dough types. mas madali isulat yung two dough types instead of two kinds of doughs in baking bread. We already know that it's about baking and it's about bread, so you just write two dough types. So there it says, doughs used in baking bread is classified into two. Lagay mo na lang yung two doon so you know there are just two types. So, sabi niya, merong two dough types. Lagay mo one, tapos yung two. You leave spaces so in case you need to write something. So the first dough type is, it says here, lean dough. So you don't need to put dough. You just can write lean para konti lang yung susulatin. You already know that these are dough types, so you know lean dough is um, implied by the word lean. Tapos mamaya yung isa. So sabi niya, lean dough, the simple bread ingredients that include flour, yeast, salt, a little sugar, and shortening make up the lean dough. So, ibig sabihin, ingredients ng lean dough, oops, asan na? Ay, asan? There. Ang lean dough may ingredients, isusulat mo, ing. You can always like use shortcuts. So, may binanggit siyang ingredients na flour, um, yeast, salt, sugar, tsaka shortening. I know it says here may amounts, little sugar, but the important word here is just sugar, so you can put the word sugar. And then, nagbigay siya ng example. So you put example if you don't know what these are, yung short bread, pwede ka magsulat ng example. May binanggit siya, pandesal, tasty bread, crusty bread. So, hindi mo na isulat other crusty bread, basta crusty bread lang. So, you got the lecture for the first page na with this little um, information. So, the purpose of note taking is to help you understand something faster, easier with short or concise or summarized information. So, punta tayo sa next page, sa rich dough. Yun yung number 2 niya. So, susulat mo rich. Ah, rich. So, sa rich dough, meron siyang ingredients na sinabi. So, papantayin mo yung ingredients kasi dapat pareho sila. So, sa ingredients, meron siya sinabi. Oops. Besides the basic ingredient for bread, rich dough has also used butter, nuts, fruits, eggs, and condiments. Milk too. Rich dough often uses more sugar. This dough is used to produce rolls, coffee, cake, sweet bread varieties. So, in that short thing, you create information na mas madali maintindihan. 'Di ba sabi niya dito, etong basic ingredients. So, si rich dough, aside from that, additionally daw, plus um, yung meron daw um, iba pang ingredients. So, you just add, wag mo nang ulitin yung list na nandoon. You will just list plus. You just put, like, you put the indicator plus, and then butter, nuts, fruits, etc. Now, it also mentions na uh, yung important keyword na binanggit niya, itong rich bread has more sugar. It says here is saan na? It has more sugar. So once you have written more sugar, then it gave you the examples, coffee cake, etc. So you write the examples also. Kasi nilista mo yung examples sa kabila. Now, uh, here's the part where you can write questions. Ano yung similarities? Similarities uh, or differences? Because there are two types, bakit meron pang dalawang type? Ibig sabihin may pagkakaiba sila. Now, once you have gotten the basic information, the next thing you do is you try to check ano ba yung information na hindi mo pa naiintindihan or possible questions na ni-raise na ni teacher or i-raise ni teacher. So you will have a way to um, understand the information deeper. You can also write questions here na baka lumabas sa discussion or sa exam. So, what are the similarities? Pareho sila merong ganito, oh. Basic, um, they both have yung basic ingredients. So, since alam mo kung ano yung basic ingredients na kay lean, pareho sila lahat merong ganitong ingredients, yung rich and lean dough. Ngayon, what makes yung difference nila kung pareho naman pala, what makes the other different from having the basic things, yung hindi basic, yung rich, meron siyang more sugar, more ingredients. Ano yung mas maraming ingredient? Ito, tapos mas marami siyang sugar. So, more ingredients than lean. Hindi lang more ingredients, ah, more sugar din siya kaysa sa lean. More sugar. Yun yung difference nila. Now that we're done with that, sometimes on the notes, there will be ways that you will be able to remember the information better. Like on the fourth picture, you'll have 10 things. It says classification of bakery products. Binilang ko siya, 10 siya. Sabi niya, the popular bakery products are being classified as under eto, 10. So under classification, you can write a number that tells you how or how many are those classification. And then beside that, you can write the classification. In my case, pag meron akong kailangang i-discuss na maliit or sorry, madami, what I do is I try to make it into something that's easy for me to understand. Example dito, merong tatlong B, tatlong P. I can say B baba baba, papa papa, CR sana. CR and then SN sana. And then below that, I'll write something that will be equal to the information. So these are the 10 classifications of bread. So in this case, it will be easier for you to remember. So bread, biscuit, burger, pastries, patties, pastries, pizza, cakes, crust siguro to, pero maybe it's rusk, sandwich, namkin. So here is a demonstration of how you create notes. Do not limit yourself to not having any. You can write drafts, illustrations. You can write signs or symbols. Example for baking. Example yung rich and you can have this and then you have like both and then you can write as and then the opposite of similarity opposite like that, or you can create symbols. You can even like create pictures or drawings. Not pictures, you can draw something that will allow you to remember it better. All right, so that is how you create Cornell notes.